Let's turn now to the politics of the week, and joining me is the Shadow Minister for Workplace Relations, Shadow Attorney General Michaelia Cash. Let's go to the industrial relations debate first up. Is the Coalition going to take this on as an election issue? I know since work choices, it's been sensitive for the Coalition to go hard on this, but do you feel that this is something that will form a platform for an election campaign?
Well, we have always said we believe in the right of employers to be able to work with employees in their workplace and get the best possible outcome for both. What's the one word, Kieran, that's missing from Labor's agenda? Productivity. If you actually don't get productivity increases in the workplace, employers have two things that they can do: lay off people, or alternatively, not provide them with the higher incomes that we want them to do. Just look at the front pages this morning, Kieran. It says it all. Labor keeps saying Michaelia Cash running a scare campaign. Guess what? It's the employers of Australia who are saying to Labor the additional cost, complexity and confusion will mean one or possibly two things. We pass on cost to consumers, Australians pay more, or we lay people off.
Yeah,
that is not a great outcome for Australians,
So
Kieran.
if businesses are not putting on more people, or it has a chilling effect
Correct.
on putting people on, will you side with business in terms of a campaign now? Because I know you went hard in the Senate this week, and your response has been critical, but there's a difference between that and then elevating this.
This is a cost of living issue. No, so this is a cost of living issue. It is as simple as that. If you impose more cost, confusion and complexity on business, all you ultimately do is ensure people lose jobs. Well, that's not great for the people without a job. Or businesses are not able to actually pay Australians the highest sustainable wages we want them to pay them. So for me, this is a cost of living issue.
You're moving on beyond that sort of work choices?
You have to. Very much so, because it's a cost of living issue now. This is all about saying to the Australian people, we believe in you. We want a prosperity agenda. A prosperity agenda means employers work with employees to get the best possible outcome for both of those entities.
Is the right to disconnect, is that something that will resonate with a lot of people though?
Kieran, it is almost madness that in 2024, when what do people want more than anything out of their workplace? Flexibility. I want to be able to nip off, pick my kids up from school. I want to be able to go to the doctors. I want to be able to get my hair done. And Labor are saying we want to return the workplaces to 9 to 5, where you've got to actually sit there and at the end of the day, you've done your work, you don't talk to your employer. It doesn't reflect what employers, but more than that, employees want from today's modern workplace.
Do you feel on the tax discussion, if we move on to that you must have had a fair bit of feedback on this tax issue? Do you concede that it has proven popular?
Do Australians, because of the cost of living crisis, want more money in their back pocket? Hey, absolutely. But that is why we are supporting, or the tax cuts will go through. We have made it very clear. We will take to the election a tax policy that is consistent with our principles. Lower, fairer and simpler taxes. But more than that, tackles the insidious thief in the night.
Will it be affordable?
Bracket creep.
Will it be affordable as well?
Yes, it will be, because Peter's been up front. We will have to find the savings, absolutely. But we will do that, and let's kill off any Labor scare campaign now. It won't be at the cost of essential services. We'll be backing them in. But let's look at, in terms of the parliamentary week, what did we actually learn? Well, you got a liar in the lodge. Simple as that. You know, the Prime Minister has been distracted now for almost now going on 2 years. It was 18 months, one issue, his divisive voice. The Prime Minister has come back in 2024 and said, holy shivers, there's a cost of living crisis. Well, I would say too little, too late. There's a liar in the lodge, and Australians now, and let's face it, it's the lead up to the election now, isn't it? That's basically where we are. How can you ever again trust anything Mr Albanese says?